So today on Raptors Evolved, I think we might have quite a lengthy episode for you guys. And now, I know I promised you guys mutations in the last episode, so mutations we shall have this video. The problem was, I realised we are quite a way off from being at that stage yet. Now, we did finish the last video with only needing electronics to make ourselves an egg incubator, but I also realised we don't really have anywhere to breed. Now, I could just slap the egg incubator down in here, soul terminal, we could do some breeding, but that's how I would normally do it. But this series is different. This series, I want to actually try and do something, achieve something, build something nice. Not something that you may technically normally see in a Rampy video, but I think it's time that we branch out a little bit. So, with that in mind, what I am looking at the moment is looking at making a metal ocean platform. Now, I know these may only normally be unlockable on Genesis 1, but I believe it's because of the Structures Plus mod that I can actually unlock this on the island. So, looking at what we need 750 ingots, 250 paste, 15 polymer, and the wood. Obviously, the polymer and wood, no problem at all. The paste we can get, we just need to probably lose a couple of beaver dams, even if we have to go all the way back to the hidden lake, because I know there were some beaver dams there. And the metal is underway. Now, I've loaded these forges up with all the metal I can find on Herbivore Island, and a lot of it is not respawned yet, which I'm hoping it still will do. But it seems like we have a bit of time to go, because I need 500 ingots alone for the incubator, which we do have. I need 150 more electronics, and we can make it. I've got the soul terminal here, so I'm going to put that inside there for now. So we just need to get the electronics to start off with, and some paste. And then we can make the egg incubator. And then I just want to make some sort of like breeding platform on the water. Because I was thinking, how can we maximize the space of this island? Because I know I want to have a Jurassic Park Raptor style paddock in this area here, which is definitely something we are going to get done in the before we leave the island for other maps. So I'm going to gamma 3. It seems a bit bright for you guys. And then this is going to be the base, like the museum, where we're going to have all the memorabilia of all the maps we beat. This is going to be the main base. But I want this to be a celebratory style place. I don't want this to be full of breeding raptors or anything like that. Like that's not going to make it look nice. And so just to go back to this Jurassic Ark Raptor paddock, people have been asking me, are we going to tame aberrant raptors? Are we going to tame X-Raptors? All the different variants, Tech Raptors even? And my answer to that is, yes, we are. Now, we're not going to breed them. We're probably not going to use them. The main raptor species, which we are using now, is going to be the main raptor species, which we will most likely use for the whole challenge. But what we are going to do is we are going to fill this raptor paddock with all different species and different colours of raptors. And hopefully it's going to be a nice sight to look down upon. I'm looking forward to making it. It should be pretty cool. It should be pretty cool. Anyway, going forward, we need to head off inland to start today's episode. So let's get the raft going. Do we have anything left in the smithy? No, we don't. We need to go look for some tech dinos and get some cementing paste. So I will catch you guys very shortly once we have hopefully got those items. So, literally just down the beach, I think I might have hit the electronics jackpot. There is a level 96 tech rex over there, which I think we should be able to 1v1. We'll find out. And a level 42 tech stego here, which we are going to take out. Oh my god, we're only doing 40 damage? Okay, this might be a bit of a long one. I think I seriously underestimated the armor reduction on a stego and the fact that they can take you out. Oh, is that an Ovis there? Ovis on the south beach of the island. I didn't even know they spawned here, I have to say. I did not even know that they spawned here. Right, we are already out of stamina, but let's take this stego out. And I think this tech stego should give me a decent amount of electronics. I'm hoping for about 80 to 90. Because, I mean, we get like 50 from the parasaurs. So I'm hoping this should put us in a good position. 47? Alright. Well. They sure showed me, didn't they? 47? I cannot believe that. I was sure that we would get more than that. That is a nice looking Phiomia. Another thing that I wanted to address is that people have been saying that what I could do with the nice looking raptors that I find is I could turn them into taxidermies. And I think this is a fantastic idea. So we're going to look into potentially doing that. Now we just got to take out this Rex. I'm going to let him kill this Diplo first, because there's no point in me doing damage to him, and then he's going to automatically heal on that Diplo. So, you finish that. Hopefully the Tech Rex gives a lot. If it doesn't give more than Tech Parasaurs, I'll be disappointed. Get underneath his legs. Always been the meta with the Raptors, then they can't hit you. Although technically he can hit you, because he's stomping on me. Come on, Mr. Rex. Anything less than 70 to 80 electronics, and I'll be very disappointed from a Tech Rex. Alright, he's halfway. He's under halfway. Under halfway. What are his stats? He's got, 20 points in movement speed. Incredible stuff. Yeah, good. Seriously battering me, actually, this Rex. Didn't realise how much damage he's done to me. I mean, we are going to win this one, but wasn't comfortable. It's a decent level for the island, 96 Tech Rex. They're quite rare as well, like, pretty surprised at how lucky we got. But, right, okay, so Tech Rexes are awful for electronics. Alright, understood. There's 112 scrap metal there. I'm going to go actually drop that back off at the raft, because I need all the metal I can get at the moment. So I'm going to drop that back off at the raft on the smithy, and then I'll catch you guys up when we've found some more, hopefully some probably tech parasaurs to kill. So this is actually the second tech parasaur I found, and if I can show you, yeah, I have 136 electronics. So hang on, let me just dispose of these annoying ants. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Right. Thank you. So if we kill this, oh, there's a raptor there. Oh, there's a couple of raptors. This should give us all the electronics. 46? Yeah, okay. We got enough to make the egg incubator now. So, we haven't got any cementing paste though. All right, I think we're gonna have to continue our adventure because I'm gonna need some more CP. Like we could alternatively make cementing paste, but either way, then I need to farm some chitin or keratin. I don't think how much. Let's go kill. I want to go kill a turtle and see how much keratin we get, and see whether it's worth it. Because the problem with the island is it's just not a good map to get a cementing paste on. It's probably the worst map that I know. I'm sure there are worse maps, but just gotta think of that there's just not that many beaver dam spawns on here, which is ultimately why a lot of people end up using 19 keratin. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a viable method. Getting scorpions might be a lot better, but even that. I think, anyway, so getting back to it, I think that's why the swamp cave with a frog is often people's preferred method to farm cementing paste on the island. Obviously, that's not a possibility for us because we wouldn't be allowed a frog. So I think we've got no choice. What's that? A nice-looking raptor. It is a nice-looking raptor. So how would I turn that into a taxidermy? Someone said you've got to kill it. And then... taxidermy tool? Ah. Alright, we're going to try this out. Right, taxidermy tool. I need wood and... Right, kill this. Wood. And stone. Taxidermy. Right. Where's this nice looking raptor? Anyone seen him? Last spotted... just here. Slightly confused where he's gone off to, I have to say. Found him. Found him. Well, have I got any bowlers? Has the bowler god got any bowlers? I'm not sure he has, actually. I need some hide. And was it some thatch I needed? I think it was. Right, let me see if we can... Let me see if we can just make some bowlers. Just because I don't want the raptor to eat the body. That's what I'm mainly concerned about of it. I believe we need the body there to be able to make a taxidermy. So, bowler. There we go. Right, one bowler. I mean, we could do with a bit more than one, has to be said. That's better. That's better. Give me some more bowlers. Bowler in slot number 5. We've got a level up. Very nice. What we got? I think we're going to go more fortitude, actually. I do. Right. Hang on, is that... Where's the raptor gone? Uh-oh. Get him, raptor. Get him, raptor. Okay, yeah, that also works. Chalasico. I hope we have the facilities to take on this Chalasico. There's just stop throwing shit at me. Apologies for my language, but it's just facts. Nasty creatures, these. Nasty creatures. I don't know why we did 54 damage there, as opposed to 81. These are a pain, aren't they? Their knockback is really underrated. Never knew it was this strong. Right. Chalasico dead. Let's go and find the dead raptor body and see if we can taxidermy it. Right, so. I've got it. Added level 45. Attach this dermies to a taxidermy. Wow, okay. That was simple. That was very simple. All right, well, we'll check that out back at base. In the meantime, I'm going to go up north and actually look for some cementing paste. If I have to go as far as the hidden lake, so be it, honestly. We need to do it. And I don't really know what we can discover along the way. I don't think we're going to get any better raptor stats, but who knows? Who knows? Let's have a look. I think the beaver dams occasionally spawn along here, so let's go see where we end up, and I will be right back. So I think as I head towards the hidden lake, and I didn't really quite realize how far away it was. Like, obviously I knew it was the other side of the map, but you know, without Lightning McQueen the raptor, getting around at the moment takes a while. So I've just spent about 10 minutes of my life, I'd probably say, running from one side of the map to the other on a raptor. One of the more painful parts about this challenge, but hey-oh, we embrace it. We embrace it. We love it, really. Right, now, if those beaver dams aren't there, for whatever reason, I can't see why they wouldn't be, I will be very upset. Some raptors here. Well, 20... They're a lot worse level. They're 3 of the worst levels you could possibly get on the island. Where is Dino there? Okay, we got the beaver dams there. The beaver dams there. We've got 170... Is that it? Only 175 pace. Is there only one dam? Or are there 2 dams? Take the pearls. Oh, there we go. The beavers have aggroed on me, but I believe that's... So I have just ran from one side of the map. Oh, hang on. There's a second dam. Oh, 186 the pace on that one. Okay. That's not as bad. What level are these beavers? Oh, that one is literally one shot. Okay, not bad. Alright, thank you, Raptors, for weakening the beavers. So we'll take this beaver out as well. Very nice looking. Why is he a nice looking beaver? I mean... I'm not the biggest fan of the colour yellow. I'm sorry, people who might like the colour yellow, but it's not really for me, I have to say. So if your favourite colour is yellow, I do apologise. Oh, you come to give me some more electronics. The day just keeps getting better. Day just keeps getting better. Right, no. This way. Oh, we're so slow. Oh, we need to drop some stuff. We are so slow. No. Just about to turn around in time to kill this raptor and Mega Neura. Right. I just drop all my raw meat. Actually, well, I need some of that actually. Oh, we're gonna have to drop the metal, aren't we? We're gonna have to drop the metal, honestly. I'm going all the way across the map. I don't particularly... I could make a raft, actually. Alright, so, welcome back to Herbivore Island. Here we are. We have quite a decent amount, 361 cementing paste, a taxidermy raptor, of course, an important find, and 200 electronics. So that's pretty good, I'd say. That was a pretty successful trip, even if it has taken me about 45 minutes. It's 45 minutes of my life that I won't get back. Anyway, let's move in here, and let's see if we can make the egg incubator straight away, just so it's made and it's out of the way. I know the resources are already used, and it's done. Egg incubator. There we go. S plus egg incubator. I'm not really quite sure what the difference is. Can be set to auto adjust temperature and auto hatch eggs. Ah, there we go. That's the difference between. I always make the S plus one because S plus stuff is normally better. So we're going to make the S plus one. And there we go. So how much, what do we still need for a metal ocean platform? Oh, wow. We're just 111 wood away. Okay, I think we're in business. But more importantly, right, we need to make a taxidermy first. I actually really want to see what this is. A medium taxidermy. 500 thatch, 100 stone, 250 wood. Right. Let's go get this done. Let's go get this done. And then we need to work out where to place it. Oh, hang on. Where's my hatchet? There it is. Is it 250 wood? I think it was 250, yeah. But then it's like 500 thatch. It was a lot of thatch. Right, that should be good. 100 stone. Right, that's got to be it. Taxidermy. Medium, S+1. And then we just add this on, I believe. Right, let's see. Let's go add it over here, just as you're entering the island. If we put it, like, up there. And maybe we... the poses are nice, but I'm not sure about the placement of this taxidermy. Let's see if I can pick it up. Maybe we even just put it on the beach, honestly, just to welcome you to Raptor Island. Just like here. Or do we just put it in the base? I thought the base is the safe one at the moment. We can always move it down the line. Right slap bang in the corners of our base. Let me see. How will it fit there? Yeah, I think this is... Let's just go for here for now. Next pose. What pose should we go for? I think that one. Oh, that's a nice looking pose. That's good. Right, we are going to fill this up with Easter taxidermy dinos. Don't you guys worry. We are going to get some nice taxidermies. Okay, now that's done, let's grab a bit more wood. And then we're going to make the metal ocean platform. And I think then it might be another Rampy building montage time, I believe. Let's see, what do we need? Ocean platform. Wow, we actually have all the ingots. This must be like using up almost all the metal we have. But we're also having a use for our organic polymer. Very good. Has multiple variants as well. Okay. I used these briefly when I was doing my Genesis 100 Days of Sarcos, but I don't really know that much about them. Can I not place on a Sark? I can't place on a Raptor. Okay, that's fine. I want to put it like slap bang in the... We need to move this raft. Because I want to put it in the middle. We need to make this placement... This placement's got to be spot on. If this is going to be our breeding station, it needs to look good. It needs to look good. Alright. Let's have a look here. Right, I think that looks pretty good, honestly. Is it not quite straight? Bit more to the right. Let's go for that. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. What are the options? Select model. One side. No, we don't. We want the four sides, don't we? Yeah, we want the four sides. We want the four sides. And then we're going to build like a sloped roof on this, I think. We're going to make this into a breeding area. And then, of course, the best thing as well is if we like it, we can expand this. We can make more of this. But it's a good way of using this space in the water. I mean, we're probably going to make like a greenhouse. I want this whole island to be basically built on like a tech facility. At the moment, I don't want to build too much on the top and towards the back of the island. Mainly because that's going to be where our metal spawn is. Until we get outposts on different maps, that is. So, yeah, I think it's about time that I get to work on a masterpiece. And then I will see you guys back so we can start work on the mutations. So, enjoy a Rampy building montage, and I will see you guys shortly.
When I wake up, first thing I do, eggs.
Alright, so we're back. I hope you enjoyed the Rampy montage. So we've made this little contraption here, whatever it is. It's not too bad. By my own standards, I'm quite happy with it. We've put the generator here, and thanks to S+, hang on, we've got to hide this last one. Don't mess it up, Rampy. Thanks to S+ cabling, we can hide all the cables, even though they're, yeah, even though they're all just there. So we've got the egg incubator over here. So without further ado, I think it's time to bring in the Raptor. What on earth was that? That was rather scary. It's time to bring in the Raptors. There is another Bronto here. I'm not sure if you guys saw in the montage, but we killed a Bronto, and they just keep spawning. Right on top of my base. Anyway, let's bring the Raptors in. This one's got some serious weight issues. Let's see if I have... this one's a bit... No, that one has even less weight. What about fresh? You got some good... Oh, no. No, never mind. Oh, we've got some oil on this one, though. Let me drop off this stuff in the smithy over here. Got some... Oh, some electronics. It shouldn't really go in the smithy, but it's the Rampy way. Be an absolute mess. Alright, there we go. That should be good. That should be good. Let's go. So, that is a lovely looking Ankelo, by the way, isn't it? Goodness me. Oh, it's the wires. That's why I'm so overweight. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I managed to... That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let me put these wires in there, the intersections as well. Oh, and we got the soul terminals placed down. Let's... So, I think like I said in the previous videos, let me get these Raptors off follow. I want to show you guys how I do my mutation breeding with an egg incubator, as that is how people without access to the soul terminal mod will do their breeding. Now, I've actually never done soul terminal mutation breeding, but I understand it makes life quite a bit easier. So I'll be doing the most of the breeding using the soul terminal method, but I'm going to show you guys how in my 100 days challenges, and I've been doing my breeding and go into a bit more detail on it. So let's start off with, let's get the awesome Spyglass out so we've got the right stats on. So this is our... What Raptor are you? So this is our 44 melee. So this is the useless one, right? Yes, this is of no use. This is actually of no use. So let me separate that because it's a male as well. So this is a male 0-0 Raptor. Now, this Forsaken Wolf is our female HP breeder. This right here is Fresh, who's absolutely useless. No offense, Fresh. So you're not of any interest right now to me. That Bronto is seriously annoying me with his treads. I might have to go and deal with him in a bit. But in the let's start with this. So Boredom Incarnate is our melee breeder. So it's 47 and 42. So the first thing you need to know is that, as you can see, these are... Do you know what? This Bronto is really annoying me. I'm going to have to deal with him. Because you guys might struggle to hear me over his absolutely thunderous footsteps. Gamma 4. Right, that might be a bit bright. Gamma 3. Give me an arrow. Let's take him out. Oh, it's level 45. Right, come on. Come on, Raptors. Right, you go that way. Thank you. Go for it. Because we want to be conscious, we don't want this Bronto swinging and hitting our structures. That wouldn't be good. We need to place some spam on Herbivore Island, really. Well, now I've placed that down, I'm hoping they won't keep spawning, right? Alright. Let's shoot Bronto with an arrow. Right, I've had enough. Get in, boys. Oh, he's hitting my structures. Quickly. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Don't think too much damage was done. Not ideal. Not ideal. Anyway, let's bring the breeding Raptors back in. Right, Bronto is now dead, and we can recommence breeding. Let's go again. Right, so where were we? We were talking about our two breeders here, which is our... Is this a male melee breeder and our female HP breeder. So the first thing I would always say on the lines in this series is you want to separate the HP line and the melee line. So what I mean by that is you want to go for one mutation. So if we get a damage mutation first, we don't want to stack them on top, and that will be our damage mutation line. We only want to be combining the very best stats right at the end when we're wanting to make sort of boss raptors. So as you can see, this is a 0-0 raptor. So let's get them mating actually while I'm talking in the background. It would make sense. It would make sense. Once I can stop hovering on them. Raptor. Right, thank you very much. So if you go in the show ancestry, this is a wild dino because it was a tamed dino, which means that these will always be 0-0s. When a baby hatches, it will come out with 0 mutations on both sides, or perhaps 1 mutation, or you can also get double mutations. Don't forget that. So you can get double mutations on dinos. They are rare. Okay, so let's say we get a 49 melee mutation here. That would be our melee line. And we would always then be looking for melee mutations on that line. Now, the reason this is that you can get up to 20 mutations with a higher chance. I don't know the exact percentages. People in the comments can let me know. Like I said, I'm not like a breeding nerd, so to speak. I know how to breed. I have my methods, and it works. And some people say it's easy to understand. So I hope it is in the comments. I'm probably waffling way too much. I do apologize. But lost my train of thought. So if you can only get to 20 mutations with a, I don't know, what is it, like it might be like a 6%, 7% chance of a mutation. That might be completely wrong. It might be way higher or way lower. Now, after 20 mutations, you can only get mutations for a start. It always has to be, like, let's say it'll be your male, most likely your male breeder, which will have like 25 mutations when you breed it for 0-0. Because one line of the ancestry, I can't remember which one of these it is, will be 0 out of 20. And then when you get a mutation, it'll be 1 out of 20. So the reason you want to keep the line clean for as long as possible is because your chances when you're under the 20 mutations of getting a mutation is way higher. So you can get, if you do a melee line, you can get 20 mutations. Now each melee mutation is two extra points in melee. So that means that we could get to 87 points in melee before the line became what would not be known as not a clean line. So so it's important to keep your lines clean up to 20 and separate them. Right, this is our first raptor. It's a female. It's a female 0-0. So I'm gonna hatch this because you want to make sure you have. You can see it's got 0 mutations and 0 mutations on both sides of the line. So that will be a female 0-0. So I will always name those F00. And they will be our breeding females, which we will always use to get mutations. Now, obviously, this 42 HP is on a female, so I will probably need to transfer that to a male. So we're looking to get a 42 HP male stat, unless of course we manage to get a mutation to 44 before that's even happened. Which way do we take that? So I've just realized our mating settings are not where we want them to be. For these challenge, I put mating all the way down, so the raptors are basically constantly pumping out eggs. That, because this is a single player server, they don't mate in the background, so we can constantly mate our dinos. So that makes sense. We need to auto adjust this temperature, I think. Manual control temperature. There we go. So this will hatch soon, and it will be an F00. So let me just change the settings on the server quickly, and I will be right back. Alright, so we're back, and I've changed the settings. It turns out what I had put on the server was leg A interval instead of mating interval, which is why we probably had so many random raptor eggs all over the place, because the raptors were laying eggs like nobody's business. So I think I've sort of covered what I do with the mutations. I'll go over how I use the egg incubator in a minute. We'll wait till I get our first mutation for that, so who knows how long it is. But if you do have any questions about the mutation breeding, please do put them in the comments. I will either reply to your comments, I always try and reply to as many comments as I can. I hope you guys appreciate that. Or I'll answer them in the next video, or whenever it is. In the next upcoming videos, I will answer all your questions on mutations. Now, I wouldn't class myself as a breeding expert, but I would say I have a kind of strategy which works for getting easy mutations, especially with the egg incubator method. So I think it's time. I'm going to go ahead and hatch a couple of 0-0s, and I will see you guys back once we have got something of interest to show. Alright, so we're back, and I've hatched that 0-0 female. As you can see, this is exactly what I mean, by the way. 0 mutations on the maternal side and the paternal side on 0 and 0. Now, once it has a mutation, it will say 1 out of 20, or perhaps, if you're really lucky, 2 out of 20. So this is how you can always tell whether it's going to be a 0-0. This is what you want to be looking for. So this will, of course, be a mutation breeder now for the rest of the challenge. It's got pretty decent base stats. I'm looking at that 35 oxygen, and honestly, and 32 stamina. It's got pretty good stats. The weight stat's not amazing, but with your 0-0s, like, let's say you want to be mutating HP, or you want to be mutating melee. It doesn't really matter what you're mutating. They're the common stats that most people mutate on a line. It's nice to have good base stamina, good base oxygen, good base food so they don't starve too quickly, and good base weight. So you might not be looking at mutating them, but on your 0-0s, if you can get like good solid stats on all the 0-0s, that's good. There is a way you can do it, and they're known as perfect 0-0s, which is where you can have like the best weight stat, and all your 0-0s will have it. Let's say all your 0-0s had 35 oxygen. They would be perfect 0-0s, at least on the oxygen stat. So this is a male here with 42. So this is a male with, it's got 0 mutations, but that has our best health stat and best melee stat. It's actually a pretty good raptor. It's not got the oxygen stat, but I'm probably going to hatch that. Like, I don't think it's not really going to be of any use. Actually, no, it will be. This will also be. This will be the male breeder we'll use for the moment once I hatch it, if we don't get a mutation, because it's got the health stat and the melee stat, which means if we get a mutation on either of those lines, assuming it's on the good stat, of course. Remember, guys, you can get mutations, and they can be on the bad stat, if that makes any sense to you. So let's say you're breeding, well, these 0-0s, right? Let's say I bred that 42 health with this one. It could get a health mutation to 27. So you basically got a 50-50 chance when you actually get the health mutation of it being on the stat you want. So this is why mutations, you know, they can be frustrating. They're a grind. There's no doubt about it. They can be tough at times. But anyway, I actually need to put what we got here. Oh, we've got a mutation. There we go. That's our first mutation. Now, I don't exactly know what it's in, but we can find, I think it's a stamina mutation. I think it's, what's the parents? Forsaken Wolf and Blood. So let's have a look. 23 stamina, so that's a stamina mutation, because you can see this one has 32 stamina, the male, and we've got a mutation here, and the baby has 34 stamina. There's not really any use to us, because it's actually not, it's a female, but I'm actually not going to hatch that egg. It's just not worth hatching at this point. So I'll take a drink of water. And I also need to put a feeding trough down, because this is going to be our nursery room. I'm not quite sure if I quite explained what this is going to be at the breeding headquarters. So I want to have the 0-0s lined on this wall. We'll have one set of 0-0s on that wall, one set of 0-0s here, egg incubator, and then I want to be raising the babies in the middle. This is going to be our nursery and 0-0 room. We're going to be, you know, building something else out here for the boss raptors and the raptors that aren't for breeding. Like I said, we spoke about the raptor paddock at the back. So we got plenty of projects on the way. So I think it's time to fast forward to, hopefully, when I've got a good mutation to show you on one of the stats. In fact, let's hatch the new male breeder. So I'm going to name this male 0-0 breeder. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. And then I will catch you guys back when we have something else to show you. And we're back. So I want to show you guys the good news, but also how much of a grind the mutation process can be. So every single egg in this incubator, at least I believe, has a mutation. So as you can see, this one has a mutation on the health stat, but on a bad health stat. So I can't remember one of the, I think it was the male, had 25 health, so that's got a mutation to 27 health. This one, there's another 27 health mutation. Wow, didn't realize we've got 2 health mutations. I don't know what exactly this mutation is, I have to say. I think it might be like a food mutation, or it could even be a melee, a movement speed mutation, which of course is classed as a wasted points. And now this is the good one. So we got a melee mutation and straight onto a male. Now, of course, when you're doing the mutation line, and this is something that I haven't mentioned, so it's important that I do, it's always better to get it on a male. Assuming you're just quite wanting to stack up your mutations, you're not wanting to combine stats, you're just wanting to keep mutating and mutating. Because if you get it on a female, and this is where it's important, you must breed the female with a 0-0 male. For example, if this was a female, breed it right here with our trusty male 0-0 breeder, which is now grown up. 0 mutations on both sides. I do have a couple of other female 0-0s growing up. I've been trying to only keep the ones with decent stats. at least, you know, a decent oxygen, stamina, weight. But yeah, so we got a 49 one there. So I'm going to hatch that. Probably hatch this on the end of the episode. But, you know, we got... It took me quite a few mutations before we actually got one of use. I don't exactly know what that is there. Might be a food. I don't add it up because there's no point crying over your mutations which aren't any use. This one here, I think that's like a stamina mute, or that's a movement speed mute, I think, actually. And this one here, I'm pretty sure is a oxygen mute, I think. Or a melee mute, maybe. I don't know, but on a bad melee stat. So we're going to hatch slot 4, which is, of course, the melee mutation line. Let me just double check. So yes, now I'm going to name this 49 melee male. So from now on, when this is grown up, I will make this with the 00 females. It's probably best so you don't get confused to have kind of like 2 separate lots of 00 females. So like I'm going to probably have 1 00 female lot over here and 1 00 female lot over there. Well, I might not, because I'm going to be using probably this bad boy next episode to do some breeding. Now, I've never used this thing before, so next episode will be a kind of a tutorial for how to use the soul terminal, I guess. But I'm not sure how much of a tutorial it'll be, and it might be more Rampy just working things out. Yeah, so I hope this has been some help to you all. Like I said, feel free to put your comments in the questions below. I will try and put your questions in the comments below. Wrong way around there. It's been a long day, guys. I'm recording this pretty late at night, all right? It's been a long day. But I've got to get Raptors Evolved out for Friday, and probably a good time to say right now, I will do my very best to make sure there's an episode on Sunday. It's been a bit of a crazy week for me in my work as well, because YouTube is my second job, technically, so it's been a long week, but I'm doing my best for you guys, so I'm loving recording this series for you, and I really, really do appreciate the positive feedback. So can we hit 1k likes? That's Rampy's goal. 1k likes for an episode Sunday. You heard me. 1k likes and I'll get it. I promise. So the last thing to do is unfortunately to cut off this lovely lock of hair that I've got here, because I'm going to need some human hair to make myself an S+ nanny. So Rampy's gone skinhead. Rampy has gone skinhead. But I need 20 more human hair to make a nanny, which is what will imprint my dinos for me. Let me have a look. Have we unlocked nanny yet? No, we have not unlocked nanny. So we need 250 cementing paste for that, which we might have. I hope we still have. Yeah, and 50 human hair. We have 30 of that. So we've got a way to go still. We've got a way to go. So next episode, guys, we are going to be breeding super raptors right here in this little nursery I've built. Let me know what you think of the nursery. I know, we're going to make it better, all right? We're going to make all these buildings better. This is going to be the main base on Herbivore Island for the entire series. We're going to make it a fortress. We're going to make it a raptor fortress. So thank you all so much for watching the episode. And I have got one last announcement before we close. Next episode, lightning's coming. Lightning's coming, baby. Lightning McQueen will return. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Look after yourself, guys. And I will see you hopefully Sunday for episode 6 of Raptors Evolved. Take care of yourself, guys. Bye-bye.
Baby, you gotta let go. The drugs that you're taking, I